Hello everyone, Moose Torrent here, and today I want to talk about Armored Core 6 PvP, how I'd change it up a bit, quite a bit actually, and how I think FromSoft needs to do a little work in order to expand and make 6's PvP more fun into the future. One thing I think they really needed from the start that I'm surprised they don't have is a little mode when you go into the PvP nest, they call it. That's just a matchmaking duel. This is just a room that's a 1v1 against an opponent who has a similar win-loss ratio as you, and it's just, you know, the best 2 out of 3 like a normal fight would be, except you're actually matched against someone of your own skill level. This is one thing I think we really desperately need. People trying to get into this game just from the PvE are going to get crushed. I mean, maybe they looked online at, PvP strategies and builds. Maybe they looked at a really good build and used that in the normal PvE game, so they're kind of going to be better for it. But I could just imagine a new player coming into the PvP scene and just getting crushed and being like, well, maybe I'll try a couple more times, and they just keep getting crushed and crushed and crushed, and they just quit. And we definitely want more people playing the game than not playing the game, so I think just a simple matchmaking mode would be a great addition. Keep the what do they call it? Just custom match. The original mode that's in there, don't get rid of it, but have a third option, matchmaking. And I think that would be, like I said, just great for new players. Another thing they need to figure out is what the heck is going on with the connection. It's been an issue since the game release, but it's a bit more noticeable now. You're going to get hit by shots that just don't hit you. Now, if it's a small little rifle or something, one little bullet is going to plink into your armor and not do that much damage. But with the bazooka buff, it's a lot more of an issue. As you can see here, I'm showing some clips, and there's like a double kick shotgun into a pile driver, all because of some lag. Now, I don't know exactly what's going on the developer side. I don't know exactly how even... Oh, look at that bazooka. It was a great shot. I don't even know exactly how it works to say what they need to change, but I always hear, they need a server, they need a dedicated server. They need... I don't know. That's pretty much all I hear, honestly. But are they using P2P connections? What is it? I don't even know. But I've played online games before, and it's kind of like this, but a lot better. You'll get some lag every once in a while, and they just gotta fix it. I mean, what else can I say? If they're gonna have a game with PvP, you can't be lagging this much. Sounds simple enough. I'm sure there's a lot more complicated things they gotta do, and I'm sure it's gonna be more expensive, but hopefully they can figure something out, because when the bazooka flies 50 yards to the left and it counts as blasting you in the head, it sucks. So the last thing I want to talk about in this video is how they should add more game modes into the PvP section of Armored Core 6. I like the duels, I like the team matches, that's fun, that's great, keep it. In addition to the matchmaking duel, I would say add a couple different game modes, something like maybe 3-4 players against a giant MT, just you and some friends or you and some random people team up and you're fighting. I don't know if you want to do something like the Ice Worm, some of the other giant enemies that you would encounter in the PvE. Maybe they make a whole new enemy that's designed to be taken down by multiple actual human players. That would be something I think people would really enjoy it. I know I would enjoy it. Another thing kind of similar to the big MT thing would be like 2 players trying to defend the Strider. Remember the Strider, the big giant contraption that was pretty stupid? I don't know why they made it. And then you have 3 other players trying to kill the Strider. I don't know exactly how I would have the respawning thing work. Maybe the defenders would continually respawn and the opponents trying to kill the Strider wouldn't. Haven't ironed that out yet, but I think that'd be a really cool game mode. Give the Strider a little more attention and just, well, try to blow it up, I guess. I don't know if that's the attention the Strider wants, but you could have some people trying to defend it too, so maybe not all bad for the Strider. Another mode is something like a siege mode. You have maybe 3 ACs trying to defend this base, and they have like turrets, they have helicopters, they have MTs. It's just like maybe one of the player versus engine missions almost, where it's just like there's a ton of enemies and there's a couple players, human enemies, and you have other opponents in the ACs, probably 3, maybe 4, maybe 2, maybe one guy disconnects and you get attacked. Who knows what happens there? But I think that'd be really cool, just like this huge all-out battle. ACs, MTs, helicopters, turrets, everything just clashing. Just destruction everywhere. I'd love it. Maybe something a little more simple would work. Just 3 ACs versus some enemy waves. Start off with MTs, start off after that with helicopters and MTs, and like a wave of those invisible dudes. And then those frickin' wheel things. And then maybe a giant enemy comes. You probably want to do maybe 5 waves or something. I don't know if you want to do the same waves every time, so it's something you could kind of plan for and design a build around, or if you want to mix it up so you can't really figure it out. That'd be something pretty cool though. You can make different builds for that. I'd have some fun with that for sure. And the last mode I just thought of, and I really just thought of all these really quick because it's just, I don't know, so easy to think of fun stuff you can do with this game. But the last one I was thinking of is 3 humans and 5 AI ACs on a team versus another team with the same 3 humans and 5 AI controlled ACs. So it's 8 versus 8. I don't know if they can handle that. I hope they can. If not, maybe you can reduce the numbers in accordance with what the game can take. But I like the way teams of humans and AI interact. I noticed this a lot in Crossout. When it was all humans, you'd get a lot of like just boring matches where people would just stay behind cover, plink out some shots, or they would all rush on one side, and it was predictable, kind of sluggish. And what they'll do is, if they can't get a full room with humans, they'll replace some of the humans with bots, and the bots, you know, they just either defend the base as their AI dictates, or they'll just run in like an idiot. Which, on the surface, I know sounds stupid, but it really makes the game a lot more fun because your bots are going in, so you're like, well, we kind of want to defend the bot, so we have the numbers. So if we just kind of just stay here behind cover and take up a sniper position, we're going to lose all our bots. And then they could run in with the full team, including the bots, and they'll probably win because they have more numbers. So I think it just makes for a couple different combat scenarios that ends up being pretty fun. Hopefully FromSoft can figure out something like that. I don't know. I gave them a lot to think over. They probably won't even see this, but I like thinking about this kind of stuff. So anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying Armored Core 6. I know a lot of people aren't even playing it, but I hope you'll give it a chance, at least the PvE. Maybe try a couple PvPs. I know you're gonna get just trounced against someone who's played the game like 200-300 hours already and is really good at the PvP, but hopefully they can add that matchmaking so people can actually get into it. Anyways, this is Moose Torrent, and I'll be back with a shocking PvP video for you guys Friday.